Hi, it's Jan Johnson, and thanks again for tuning in. I'm really glad that you did. And today I want to talk to you about the fact that prospects, or people that you're running into, or people that you want to join you in your business, they're scared. And that's 99% of the time why they don't join you in the business. They're scared that they won't be able to do it. They're scared that their friends will laugh at them if they're successful or if they're unsuccessful. They're scared that they'll have to do it alone and won't have any help. So what you need to do is touch on that fear by telling them stories. I'm going to just use an example of a real life story here to tell you, and then you can figure out a way to use this as an example when you're talking to people. And that is a real life example. When I worked for IBM, the Boulder location where I was employed had 8,000 people at that location, and they had a lot of manufacturing. A lot of those people were in manufacturing, and they manufactured printers. But IBM decided to get out of the printer business, and they sold the printing side of the company. But they gave the employees, the manufacturing employees there that worked there, one of three options. They could either quit and take a buyout, they could take a test to see if they had the facilities to be able to become a computer operator, or a further test, if they did well on that, to see if they wanted to become a computer programmer. And then what IBM would do is train them as a computer operator or programmer. And they would go through this training for 18 months. They'd get paid the entire time. They'd have to do some overtime in doing it. They'd keep their same level that they had. And then when they came out of the training, they'd be assigned in an area of computer operations or computer programming and be trained by the people who are currently in those positions and move on and have a whole new career. Now, some of the people took the buyout. They're about ready to retire anyway, and they had no desire whatsoever. But a lot of people took what was maybe the lesser of two evils. Didn't know that they really wanted to, but they didn't want to be without a job. And so they took the test. And some became computer operators, some became computer programmers. They went into the process after 18 months of merging in with the current computer operations or computer programmed area, getting assigned. And there were a lot of difficulties in this, I know, because I was assigned as a middle manager to manage this entire transition. So I'm very close to this situation that went on. The people who were currently computer operators and programmers had to train people and what they felt about that and how we had to resolve that. There were difficulties in it, but nonetheless it was extremely successful. And I will tell you that I really admire IBM for doing this. This was back in the day when they hadn't really laid off anyone before and they wanted to keep their reputation as a full employment company. They wouldn't do this today, but they did it then, and it was successful. And I venture to say that I can't think of a single solitary company in today's environment especially, that would do this. But you can use this story with someone that you're talking to, not this particular story, but give it as an example to someone and say to them, what if your boss came to you and said, you know what, I want to give you an opportunity to go to a training for 18 months and you will be able to learn an entire new skill here at work. You'll keep your same job, same level, same pay while you're going to the training. Some of it will be done, after hours, that kind of thing, so you're going to have to work a little overtime. But when you come out of the end of this 18 months, you're going to have a whole new skill level, which will open up a lot of doors for you to be promoted, and you'll make a lot more money. Would you do that? Would you say yes to your boss, your company, for that challenge and with the potential that it could bring you? Most people are going to say yes because they trust their boss, they trust the company, and they're thinking this is going to give them an opportunity. Well, that's what we have. And you can tell them that. What we have is an opportunity for them to keep their current job, keep doing it on a day-to-day basis. And if they work just a little bit extra during the week with us, depending on what time they can carve out, then you're going to be able to teach them a new skill. They won't be making much money at first, but as they learn and grow and you're going to be there holding their hand, teaching them exactly what to do, they're going to learn over 18 months period of time and then starting to earn in that process, where after 18 months, if they stick with it, They're going to have an entire income that comes to them, a residual income that comes to them, that perhaps will get them in a position of being able to, at some point, walk away from their current employment and make a full-time income on a part-time basis. Would they be open for that? A lot of people's eyes widen when you tell them this kind of a story and put it in perspective and let them know that you're going to teach them and what's going to happen for them at the end, and use it as an analogy for their current job. So think of telling that story to your current prospects and see if that works. If this video helped you, and I hope it did, please comment and share, and thank you so much for tuning in.